Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the You Love to See It YouTube channel. My name is Jake, and it is currently 8 p.m. at night. Felt like I needed to record this video because a new article from Seattle's Times beat writer for the Mariners, Ryan Divish, just unloaded a pretty interesting article. In this, he wanted to talk about what to expect from the winter meetings that are starting, I guess, supposedly like tomorrow, unofficially. And this article, if you're a Mariners fan, you're not going to like this at all. So first, he tackles the big fish, Shohei Otani, and what's going on with that, and pretty much said and confirmed the reports that have already kind of been out there that the Mariners are out of the race for Otani at this point, that they were willing to stick to a higher AAV per year, but the length of the contract was pretty much the issue at that point. He also talked about potential trades for Juan Soto and said that's not going to happen either. Only getting 1 year of Soto, having to pay him $30-ish million in exchange for that 1 year having to give up multiple top prospects. It does make a bit of sense why you wouldn't do that. Would it be great to have 1 year of Juan Soto on the team? Sure, but the cost is a bit steep. And there are reports out there that they were asking the Yankees for one of their main starters plus like 6 prospects. So I honestly kind of expected that point. I'm not really upset at that, but we'll get to what I am upset about. And what I'm upset about is more or less pretty much just said, like, all the other big name free agents, the big money free agents are off the cards as well. We're talking Blake Snell, we're talking Yoshinobu Yamamoto, we're talking about Cody Bellinger, Rhys Hoskins, Shota Imanaga, and I'm sure I'm missing quite a few, but those are the ones off the top of my head. Talked a bit about the TV deals that occurred in October where Xfinity put Root Sports into a higher tier, which means they're going to get less subscribers that way, and therefore that means less money for the team. So after the Luis Urias deal and the Eugenio Suarez trade, they're potentially only looking at an additional $18 to $25 million that they can even put out. And with that, I mean, we have to think about where the holes are on this roster. We're talking DH is a big hole, corner outfielder is a big hole, and now that Suarez has gone, third base is a hole. Now Urias could fill that, but I did talk in my last video, which you can check out, why I don't think he should be our starting third baseman. I would prefer him to be a platoon at second base. But it's possible that that is what they're thinking on doing. And so it pretty much comes down to, and this is Divish's words, bounce back candidates on 1 year deals and trades. And when I've heard people talk about potential trades, I've heard people talk about dealing Bryce Miller or Brian Wu, since they are young, controllable arms, and using that, since that is so valuable, to get those good bats to fill the holes that we need. So I do expect that is probably going to happen at some point, but I don't think the fan base really gives a shit, because at the end of the day, I think we're all just kind of fed up with the spending that doesn't even happen. After the offseason pickups last year and the horrible press conference at the end of the year this year, there's just simply no goodwill left amongst the fan base for this front office and this ownership group too. So really, even if the thoughts about getting an Otani or a Soto were always going to be not great odds for that, we could still have a bit of hope for someone like a Yamamoto or an Imanaga. I mean, hell, look at how much the fan base has rallied around Blake Snell. But it just feels like, for me, another case of, hi, we're gonna dangle this carrot in front of your face and we're gonna pull it away. And at this point, Divish has basically made clear that the winter meetings and the rest of this offseason are probably going to be more lower budget friendly free agents. Maybe they're lower budget because they're coming off a rough year, which we did see that with Luis Urias already. And it's down to trading away Bryce Miller or Brian Wu, pretty much is where we're at. And it sucks. It's only December 2nd. And at this point, there's not much hope there that this roster is going to get a whole lot better. I'm not saying it can't, but it's hard to believe that that is what's going to happen. But regardless, I will still be here for when the winter meetings happen, and for any transactions that the Mariners do this offseason, I will be ready to cover them. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this article because it's all over Twitter right now, and with as respected as Ryan Divish is in the Mariners community, I believe what he says. That's pretty much it. Love to see your comments about how you think about the situation. Please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it very much. You can go follow me on Twitter at Mariners Jerseys as well. And yeah, thank you. Bye.